Uh, so once again, I welcome you all in the object-oriented programming with C++ in the second unit, programming basic concepts. Okay, so what you have observed, can you recall once again which points we have observed in the last lecture? Yesterday, which point we have discussed? Yes, can you tell me? Anyone? Yes, anyone from your side? The points which we discussed yesterday. Can anybody tell me? Yes, any point? Can you repeat once again? I'm not clearly hear your voice.
Conditional statement, if else it returns true or false.
Yes, we have seen operators, different operators, or the different types of operators. So what are those different types of operators? Yes. We have seen, arithmetic operators, then relational operators, and yes, and logical operators. Okay. Before that, we have started with identifiers. If you remember. Okay. Identifiers is nothing but the name of any variable, or we can say, yes, the name of variable, name of function, or name of array. Okay, so that naming part we called it as identifier. There are certain rules for the identifiers. So what are those rules? The name must not be start with number. The name must not have the space in between. Okay, so these are the general rules for the identifiers. Okay, now thereafter we have gone through the variables and the data types. Okay, in data types we have seen, yes, in data types we have seen there are different types like for numeric and for string. The numeric data type is divided into integer, the whole number system, and the decimal number system. For whole number system we are having integer data type, and for a decimal number system we are having the float data type. And if we wish to store large range of values, we are having the double data type. For character, or you can say the string or alphabet, to store the alphabet, we are having the character data type. See, again, in the string, there are two parts. One is to store a letter, and other is to store a word. Okay, if you wish to store a single letter, we are using character data type. Okay, I will quickly go through that slide. We are using this character data type. But if you wish to store a complete word, at that time we are using some array. Okay, by giving some space which is required to store the values. Okay. Again, double inverted commas are used to store the value in the form of string, and single inverted comma is used to store a single character. Okay. Void is a data type which will not have any written values. Okay. So this part we have seen. Now, today we are going to look for, yes, the implementation of these three: arithmetic operators, then relational operator, logical operator, and the assignment operator. Okay, so just I will show you once again this addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This we called it as a binary operators because it required minimum 2 operands to work. Okay, this plus plus and minus minus. Plus plus is nothing but increment, minus minus is there for decrement. So these two we called it as a unary operators. That means only one operand is sufficient. ज्याच्यामध्ये एकच ऑपरंड रिक्वायर्ड असेल त्या ऑपरेटरला युनरी ऑपरेटर म्हणतात, आणि जिथे मिनिमम 2 ऑपरंड्स यूज होत असतील ते ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करण्यासाठी, सो वी कॉल्ड इट ॲज बायनरी ऑपरेटर्स. ओके, नाउ okay, I will go through these symbols first. This is less than symbol, this is less than equal to, this is greater than equal to, equal to, and this is not equal to. Is it clearly visible to all? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there is a difference. There is a difference between these two operators. Okay, I'm going to mention it here. If you check, and okay, I will use some other color. Okay, now is it visible to you? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this we called it as assignment operator. Single equal to, we called it as assignment operator, and this double equal to is nothing but it is a comparison operator. It checks whether the value from this left hand side is equal to value from the right hand side. If the values of left and right side are equal, okay, if both the values are equal, then this will say the true condition. If I found the different values on left hand side and right hand side of this equal to operator, then this will return as a false value. तर याचा आन्सर काय असणार आहे त्यावेळेस? फॉल्स. सिंगल इक्वल टू म्हणजेच काय की असाइनमेंट. लेट से हियर व्हेरिएबल a and here I'm giving the value 2. ओके, म्हणजेच या केस मध्ये काय होते, the value from this right hand side is assigned to the variable which is declared on the left hand side. इथे काय होते की दोन ही व्हॅल्यू ही ए या व्हेरिएबलला असाइन होते, इथे कंपॅरिझन होत नाही. In the assignment operator, in the single equal to, the comparison is not take place. The comparison will take place when you have double equal to operator. Okay, so this is what relational operator double equal to. If I have written the single equal to, it is part of this assignment operator. त्याचा अर्थ काय असतो? assignment operator. Okay, is it clear to you? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so and if the condition is true, if the condition is true in this case, so it will return yes 1. This logical and this relational operators, if the execution of those statements are correct, then it will write the answer of this statement is 1, that is true value, and if the condition is false, then it will return as 0. Yesterday we have seen one example of this, right? Now I'll move to next. Okay, this part we have not seen yesterday. Enumerator, this is again one of the user defined types as like of structure and the union. Okay, before this enum type, we'll have some examples. See, I have some problem statement here. The first problem, the links are given to you here to go with the online compiler, the 2 compilers we have here. It is not limited to, but they are good to work on it. Now, first problem statement is implement a program to perform arithmetic operations. So what do you understand with this problem statement? You have to write one program which will perform arithmetic operations. Now, can you tell me the different arithmetic operations? Yes?
Addition,
addition, subtraction,
division,
multiplication, division. Correct. Just now we have seen. Okay, so we will move to now. Okay. We will start with first. Here, I will use. Okay, now just check here in the screen. I have written a program name in the description with the help of this comment. Okay. Along with this, what you need to write it here? Your roll number. Okay. You need to write here roll number and the program, name of the program. Okay, before sending the screenshot, what you need to do? You need to write here your roll number and the name of the program. Okay, or you can write a simply here as, for time being, arithmetic operation. That's it. And then you can start for writing a program. See, by default, this is not there. Like you need to write it using namespace and the name of namespace, use semicolon. Now, I will make a hint here. What I need to do, I need to do addition. I need to do subtraction. I need to go for multiplication, then division, then increment, and then decrement. Okay, plus plus, that means increment by 1, and decrement minus minus, that means decrement by 1. Okay, now when I see these operators, these operations, plus minus into division, so I need to go back. I need to check what are the these operations are fall into which category. So easily I came to know these will fall into the binary operations. That means I need to have minimum 2 operands. So I will go here. I will type some values. Let's say A is equal to 10. Now B is equal to 20. Okay, so here I'm having 2 operands. One is with variable A and other is with variable B. Variable A and B are storing the value which is of type integer. A variable and B variable हे कुठल्या टाइपचे व्हॅल्यू स्टोअर करताय? इंटिजर टाइपच्या. Okay. So, okay, now yesterday also we have seen one. I forgot to mention you yesterday here in the variable. So here you have seen in the syntax data type and variable list. Yesterday I told you like we will see afterwards, and then we have started directly discussion on this data type and the name of variable. See, if I wish to declare only one variable, then I can write here the name of data type like integer, character, float, and the name of that variable. But if, as like this, if I wish to declare the multiple variables, if I wish to declare a multiple variable, that time this part we called it as a list of variable of this type. हे variable मी इथे जितके मेन्शन करणार आहेत, but while mentioning those variables, what you need to do, you need to make a difference with this comma. तुम्ही इथं multiple variables define करू शकताय, but this variable must be of a same type. असं नाही होणार की तुम्हाला इथे बी घेतला व्हेरिएबल ए इंटिजर टाइप आणि बी इथे तुम्ही घेतला लेट्स से 20.20. Okay, this will not be acceptable because this is what a decimal number, and this for a decimal number we have one more data type as float. Okay, if you have multiple values of same type, at that moment you can use this way. Okay, but if you have different types of values, so for each type of value you need to mention its data type. Okay, and you need to mention the name of variable for each type of value. Okay, are you getting this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
व्हेरिएबल लिस्ट म्हणजे काय आलंय का तुम्हाला? हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
List of variables, but with same type, it can be separated with the help of this comma. Okay, now we will move to this arithmetic operations. So here I have taken two operands, but I will require some other variable, some other storage space where I can store the result of those variables. हे जे काही मी variables घेतलेत, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. I'm going to do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. But now where to store the result? To store the result, I'm using again one more variable, which is of type integer. And yesterday we have seen, yes, how much byte is required to store integer type of value?
1 byte.
For integer type of value?
2 byte.
Yes, 2 or 4. Okay. It depends on your compiler. Sorry, not size of C, it's integer, the type of, sorry, कुठल्या टाइपची व्हॅल्यू तुम्ही स्टोअर करताय. ओके, फॉर इफ आय हॅव द कॅरेक्टर टाइप, then 1 byte is required. Okay, and for that we use this size of operator. Remember this. Okay, now what we will do, I will go with the addition. C is equal to a plus b, and here I'm going to display the addition. Addition of two numbers is equal to C. Okay, now check. Oh, I missed semicolon. See, if your statement is not end with the semicolon, then it will raise an error. Expected this semicolon before return statement. That means return statement सुरू व्हायच्या आधी काय मिसिंग आहे इथे माझा semicolon. Okay. The addition of two numbers is equal to 30. Similarly, I'm going to do the subtraction minus a minus b, and here the result will be there in C. Check. Addition is 30, subtraction 10 minus 20, that is minus 10. So you will get the output as minus 10. Now I'm going to do the multiplication. See, I have not changed the message. I will do subtraction. Okay, I will do it here. Multiplication a into b, or you may do b into a. Anyways, similarly, I will go for let's say b divided by a. Okay. Okay, this much for unary binary operators. I will first execute it. Multiplication 10 into 20. Here value of a is 10, value of b is 20. So 10 into 20, that is 200. 20 divided by 10, that is 2. Okay, now this is about binary operators. Now here, what is the value of a? A is, yes, 10. What I will do, C is equal to plus a. Okay, C is equal to plus a. That means the value of a variable, which is already there as 10, plus, that means it is incremented the value of a variable with 1. I will type it here. Incremented value is equal to value of a variable is equal to this. If you check, the incremented value of a variable is equal to 11. And now if I wish to decrement the value, C is equal to minus minus A. Okay. Now you will be surprised, like why the value, if you check the message, decremented value of A variable is equal to 10. Okay. Is it visible to you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you check, the value of A variable is 10, correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
But after performing this operation minus minus A, still it comes, the decremented value of variable A is what? 10. Why this is happening?
Because A plus plus 11 is become.
Yes, correct. You are correct. The value of A variable is already incremented by 1. Okay, if you check this line number 17, because of this line number of 17, the value of A is now is not 10, it is 11. Okay, when you print the value of A, you will get the value of A variable, that is 11, because of this operation. And what you are doing decrement, that means you are decremented the value of A variable with 1. Now it will not take A is equal to 10, it will take A is equal to 11, and 11 minus 1, that is 10. Okay, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is there any problem in this arithmetic operations?
No, sir.
Okay, can you implement it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll have 2-3 minutes. See, now this case we have seen, right? Now see what happens here. Okay, I will make comment for this. Okay, so I'm looking only for the increment. If you have mentioned here as the name of variable and after that increment, okay, now which value is assigned to this variable? The value of this variable, because of this assignment operator, and it will print only the previous value, that is 10. It will not go for your increment. Okay, you can check this. जर तुम्ही व्हेरिएबलच्या नंतर increment operator use करत असाल, so this value will not be increment here. The value of this variable is going to assign to the left hand side variable with this assignment operator. या assignment operator equal to मुळे काय होते की राईट हँड साइडला जो तुमचा ऑपरेटर आहे या व्हेरिएबलची किंवा ऑपरेंडची व्हॅल्यू ही लेफ्ट हँड साइडला असाइन होते आणि त्याच्यानंतर हे तुमचं प्लस प्लस होते. ओके, so if you wish to have increment, then you should write it before your operand, so that what it will do, it will first increment, then the value of A becomes 11, and this value, the complete value 11 is going to assign to this your left side operand, that is C variable. Now check again. Okay, do you find the difference? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, while going through the programs, okay, while going through the screenshot, I have observed there is one error. Now what is that error? See, are you looking here at the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is error? You have declared an initialized variable A, B, and you have not declared variable C. And without declaration, you have directly gone through C is equal to A plus B, C is equal to A minus B, and other arithmetic operations. Yesterday also I told you while in the discussion, when we are using any variable, we must declare before the use of that variable. जे आपण व्हेरिएबल्स यूज करणार आहोत ते व्हेरिएबल्स आधी आपण डिक्लेअर केलेले पाहिजेत. Otherwise, what will happen? See, here I have not declared the C variable, and if I run, it will give me error. This C was not declared, and I am using here. Okay, so if you use a variable in the program, you must declare it. Declared with some or the other type. कुठल्या तरी टाइपने तो काय झालेला असायला पाहिजे, तो व्हेरिएबल डिक्लेअर झालेला असायला पाहिजे. Okay, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will start. If you observe, I have given the value of A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. And if you observe all the operations, there I mentioned the sequence A first and then B, irrespective of this minus, because it will give me the whole number. ह्याचा आउटपुट मायनस जरी आलं तरी ते काय असेल, होल नंबर असेल. बट इफ आय गो लाईक दिस, A divided by B, now 10 divided by 20. So can you tell me what will be the output? 0.5, right?
0 it is only.
Happen. Okay, if you do actual, what will be the its output? Okay, I will type you here. Let's say 10 divided by 20, it will give me 0.5. Barabar?
Yes, sir.
Now, in this case, what is the data type of C variable?
Integer.
Integer. And what are the types of values are stored in the integer variable? A complete value. Barabar ka?
Yes, sir.
That means it will not include decimal. So if I skip this decimal part, what is remaining?
0.
Yes. As I have mentioned, C variable, it is of type integer. So irrespective of actual result, it gives me only a whole number. Okay, let's say, okay, I will change something here. Example. Okay, I need output as 5.5. So can you tell me? Yes, can anybody tell me the difference? Or both are the same? Difference between less than and less than equal to. Here less than, comma, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to. Yes. What is difference between this less than and less than equal to? Anybody? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm waiting for your response. Till I will write some program here. Okay, I will not write. See, now this less than is used for strictly less than. Okay, I will give one example here. 1 is less than 5. This is true. Now I have one more part. I want to find out. Okay, I will tell you two parts, less than and greater than. Less than equal to, greater than equal to. ह्याचा अर्थ काय होतो लेस दॅन आणि ग्रेटर दॅनचा? तर मी जी काही रेंज सांगेल, ओके, व्हेन आय एम गोइंग टू टेल यू द रेंज, So the values must be like 0 to, I want to find the value which will be greater than 0 and less than 10. Okay, I want to find out the values which are greater than 0 but less than 10. In this case, I'm using this less than and greater than. But when I have a problem, like I want to find out the values between the range of 0 and 10. Okay, now find the difference. First sentence is what? I want to find out the value in the range of 0 and 10. 0 आणि 10च्या मधल्या मला व्हॅल्यू ज्यावेळेस पाहिजे नसतील त्यावेळेस I'm going to use this strictly greater less than and strictly greater than and strictly less than operator. But when I use this sentence, I want to find out the value between the range of 0 and 10. Between it includes the boundary condition as well. म्हणजे इथे मी 0 पण include करू शकतो आणि 10 पण include करू शकतो. But if you find with this word, you will find only 1 to 9 values. Okay, are you getting the difference?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, less than and greater than, these are a strict implementation. म्हणजेच तुमची जी काय व्हॅल्यू असायला पाहिजे नी 0.1 असायला पाहिजे. Okay, from any value 0 point something which will be greater than, yes, which will be greater than 0, and the value like here 9 point some value, okay, which is, sorry, here operator is changed. Okay, 9.9 something, okay, but it is less than 10. जरी तुम्ही इथं 9.99 केलं, don't go for rounding. This value is less than 10. Rounding न करता ही value काय 10, but rounding आपल्याला विचारलेलं नाही. Okay, so in that case only this less than and greater than is used. But when, okay, just a minute. But when the word or the problem statement includes between keyword, at that time you need to use greater than equal to and less than equal to. Okay, equal to मध्ये काय होते की तुमची ही जी काही बाउंड्रीची कंडिशन असेल 0 and 10 किंवा अजून दुसरी काही असेल, that also be considered while writing a program. Okay, that is the difference between this part, greater than and greater than equal to, less than and less than equal to. I think yesterday we have seen the example. So can we take the example again? CB. Okay, I'll refresh it again. It's getting hanged. Okay, yesterday we have seen if this condition is true, if a is less than the value of a variable is less than the value of b variable, for true value it will return 1, or if I have the wrong answer or the false, then it will write yes 0. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I will print it here. I have changed the condition now. What I mentioned here, a is greater than b. That means value of a variable is greater than value of b variable. as this condition is false, so it will write 0. Okay. Similarly for, okay, I will make it here less than equal to, greater than equal to. Okay, now check. This condition is true, greater is false. Now less than equal to, that means the value of a variable. Okay, now I will change the value. Okay, you need to observe it, 10. Okay, now check. Here I will make comment. Okay, now check the difference. I have only two statements. A is greater than B and A is, sorry, A is less than B and A is less than equal to B. See, first is false. What is comparison here? 10 is compared with less than 10. 10 हे कशाबरोबर कंपेअर झालेलं आहे? 10 बरोबर. Is 10 less than 10? Is it true or false? Yes. False. 10 is not less than 10, correct? So for false, it writes 0. Now here you observe this difference, less than equal to. It is not less than, but it is equal to. The value of A, that is 10, it is equal to B. That is what you are less than equal to. So it checks the boundary conditions. So in that is why only it gives me the true answer, and for true it display the 1. Are you getting this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you getting the difference?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So म्हणजेच काय होतंय की लेस दॅन मध्ये हे स्ट्रिक्टली कंडिशन चेक करतात आणि लेस दॅन इक्वल टू मध्ये तुमची बाउंड्रीची जी काही कंडिशन आहे ती पण कन्सिडर केली जाते. ओके. So similarly thing is there for greater than equal to. Okay, as here it is not greater but it is equal to, so it gives me true value. Now here I will write one more, A not equal to, okay, not equal to B. Now check. As it is equal to, but it says not equal to, that is false, because I have taken the value 10, 10, right? Both are equal to, and what I mentioned here, A is not equal to B. That means this is false, so it gives me 0. येतंय का लक्षात? Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,